We had to get one of the actresses to look like they were floating, but we didn't have a chair like this on set. So the sound guy went down on all fours. And this was like out in some alley and it smelled like piss on the ground. And he's on all fours and the actress is sitting on the sound guy. Like we're all just dedicated to make the shot work. My name is Nathanael Chadwick. I am 178 centimeters. I think when I was a kid, I just always thought I was going to be an actor. As far as I can remember, I was stay up late and watch the Oscars and always, dream about just acting.
When we return, the Oscar for actor in a leading role will be given to one of these outstanding
I just thought it was cool. I think I just admired the magic of movies, and I wanted to recreate that, and I felt that I could empathize with story, even from a young age, and actors. And I don't know, just something in my heart told me like that's what I wanted to do. Out of theater school, you get an agent, hopefully you get a good one, and hopefully out of that you get good auditions, and hopefully out of that you get good roles. That's kind of it. That's kind of what I've always thought it was. I won't mention any names, but I had an interview with one of the top, at the time, talent agencies in Toronto. And I didn't really take it seriously because I think that I was cocky and maybe, I don't know. And I ended up having this interview and, I did an audition. I think he was interested. And then for some reason I remember saying during the audition that I don't know if I want to do this with my life. I might want to do music. And I remember this person just closed his notebook and he was so pissed. And he said, Nathaniel, there are hundreds of people trying to get in this room to be in your position right now, to audition in front of me, and you're telling me you don't know if you want to do this? And I kind of got a little angry at that, and I kind of rebelled against it, and I was like, you know what, fuck this. This is stupid. Like, I'm going to go do music for a bit. And then I did. I was always going to do it. I thought maybe I could do both. During that process of me making my own music, I ended up meeting and becoming roommates with someone who went to Ryerson for film and partied with their whole class, and they by chance asked me if they wanted to do, if I could audition for their short film. So I said, of course. And this was the last time I haven't acted in a couple of years since college. And yeah, ever since I've, I'm going to skip like 10, 15, 20 years here, but I've been working with the same people ever since. I've had a hard time getting money from acting because the opportunities that would give me money weren't creatively fulfilling. So like they would be commercial work, or I would be doing like a type of Hallmark thing. And I've had a couple opportunities like that, and I have zero interest in that. I would rather be a PA on a film that I actually respected with people that I want to associate myself with. I feel like I'd get more out of the long run hanging out with these people than stuck with a Hallmark, even though you get the money, right? So I think out of that, I wasn't probably thinking like that all the time, but I think like I really believed the same way that I rejected that great agent. I probably feel like that just wouldn't have worked in the end anyways. I almost feel like it was me, when I rejected him and told him that, I was kind of like doing it in a way to show him who I really was and to stand my ground. I didn't know it at the time, and I think that I didn't know it until recently, but me holding that position and establishing my brand way back then is starting to finally pay off now, because I am doing the things that I want to do. And there's a lot of people on the other end that I did go to film school with, that did go that route, that are like, man, I wish I was doing what you were doing. Now I also, they're making a lot more money than me, so I'm like, I don't know, are you sure about that? I made the right choice back then, and I think that things are finally starting to make sense now. So the film that I just finished was called Flukes, and it's with my good friend Michael Piero was the director. He wrote and directed Self-Driver. I play a homeless person that's down on his luck but is really trying to change his life around. Going back to the guerrilla style, we went to Home Depot parking lot on St. Clair and just prayed that no one would stop, and we shot there for half the month and no one came and bothered us. We didn't have anyone except a camera, and we had a slate that might show that it's a film set, but otherwise me and the other actress were just dressed like homeless people, and people walked by and they thought we were homeless. And yeah, I mean that was interesting. It was an experience for sure.
You have a son, and you said to us, my son is crazy, I think he's going to be an actor someday. Okay, so if your son decides he wants to be an actor, what advice are you going to give him?
A very important part of my story, which I probably haven't even mentioned, is the fact that I might not even be that actor that I've always wanted to be, but maybe this is just a part of the process of maybe helping someone like my son.
Not scared.
Are you scared, buddy?
He's not scared. You're scaring him by saying scared.
Are you scared, buddy?
He's not scared. He's fine. He's filming the fucking floor. Guys, he's not scared. He's fine. Let's just do it again. You can do this. You're an actor, all right?
Seeing my son act and do things that are exactly the same that I did when I was a kid made me realize, like, you know what, maybe this is all for him. And I think that's just as cool, you know? I guess it's like really trust your gut, and then act on it. So that is purely my philosophy.